be here. Let me just circle back to the title of our keynote and what it's all about, which is Distrikt, and its short but very dynamic history. It actually started off as a demo application called Linked Up, created by the Dfinity Foundation to show how easy it was to develop a mass market product on top of the internet computer. So it was envisioned as a decentralized version of LinkedIn, as you could probably tell from the name. The decision to take over the development of Linked Up happened early this year at Nokia Capital. I'm part of the team there, but the project itself branched out into its own standalone thing when our CEO decided to fund it, and we created a dedicated team to develop it further. So we're currently in the process of setting up a non-for-profit foundation in Switzerland that would maintain and make sure that the platform is sustainable. And we've grown our team to 11 people, and it's still growing. It's divided between Bucharest and Belgrade. So our amazing development team is located in Belgrade, spearheaded by our CTO, Vidor. And our operational product design and marketing are here in Bucharest. So in only 2 months, we've redesigned the platform, added many features and functionalities that we consider crucial for our users. And we're currently developing the mobile apps and the web app in parallel at an accelerated pace. We've also rebranded the project from Linked Up to Distrikt. And I'm pretty confident that at the speed that we're moving right now, we can begin onboarding users as soon as this summer. Our vision for Distrikt is a very community-centric type of social media network. We're looking forward to seeing groups emerge in the form of districts that would be created around common values, passion, professions, and see them grow, merge with each other, and interact on this platform as communities and groups naturally tend to do. So I define Distrikt as a decentralized and professional social media network that empowers users to own and control their identity and data. And I'm calling it a professional social media network because we have a very well-defined part of the platform that's dedicated to users showcasing their professional careers and highlighting, certain projects that they've worked on, milestones that they're proud to have achieved. But also it has another component which is very medium-like, in the sense that it's focused on presenting medium to long-form written content. So us being very big on user data privacy and security, we wouldn't like our users to go to a third-party app in order to read an article. So we've incorporated this into our platform, so users can consume this type of content without leaving this ecosystem. This is all made possible because Distrikt is built on the Dfinity internet computer. So it's going to be the first 100% blockchain-based social media network. This means that all engagements and uploads and exchanges that take place on Distrikt will be broadcast on chain. It's really an ambitious endeavor for us, and it's made possible by the internet computer's capabilities that allow us to scale dynamically and consume only the resources that we need as we grow the platform. Another aspect that I really want to touch upon is the need for a platform like Distrikt right now. Timing is a very important factor in the success of any startup. So Distrikt, I think right now benefits from great timing, right? Social media networks have grown big enough and powerful enough that we can't keep brushing aside the issues that they're faced with. And when we're talking about these issues, we're talking about everything from Cambridge Analytica to countless privacy issues, to platforming, censorship, data leaks that we've seen only in the past week with Facebook and LinkedIn. So I believe that the current system enables these things to happen because we're so overly focused on the illusion of consent, in the sense that while it's very well to require consent when dealing with the user's data, and it's very important, it somehow it's been transformed into this legal instrument that shifts liability from the company making billions out of users' data to the users themselves. So data brokerage industries are like, what, a $200 billion industry, right? And there's no liability and responsibility, and users are in danger and often experience data leaks that put them in danger. And I believe that it's never been a better time for a platform like Distrikt to exist, and for us to offer users an alternative to the status quo and what they're used to. So wait, we have some questions. How do we monetize our platform if we block all platforms? So the question of monetization is actually pretty interesting, because Distrikt will be managed and maintained by a non-for-profit foundation. So it doesn't operate as a classical startup in the sense that it needs to monetize, I don't know, the users, the data itself, or maybe do advertising in order to survive. It will find different means of sustaining its activity. And once it's out there, it's going to live autonomous in a different sense that we're used to. So monetization in the classical sense won't really happen on Distrikt. Right. So we're open to any other questions if you guys have more. So yeah, I was talking about how I think the timing is really great. I think the public is ready to get an alternative to the social media networks that they've been used to, they've become used to. And I believe that we can't ignore these issues that happen in centralized proprietary system design as gatekeepers to the internet, especially when they impact our society on such a level. So, oh, somebody's asking if there's going to be a token. Yes, we are currently developing our token economics. We don't have a lot of details to release right now about how the token will work, but we have some firm opinions about how the fundraiser will happen, in the sense that we want it to be a public event, so no private pre-sales or any other deals that are not available to everyone. We consider that accessibility is a very important factor, and we want to make sure we offer a fair distribution that includes our community members, our users. It's something that's very important for us. So more details about how the token will actually work within the Distrikt ecosystem will be released soon, but about the fundraiser, we're very definite about this aspect. So yeah, we're talking about these issues with the current platforms, but I also think it's worth mentioning the deplatforming of the platform itself. So like we've seen with Parler, like we've seen with other startups that rely on APIs to connect with Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter in order for them to have a sustainable business model. And then when these platforms deny access, their entire startup collapses, their entire platform is rendered useless. That's also a big issue that we're very fortunate to have the opportunity to bypass entirely because of Dfinity's internet computer and the technology that we're building Distrikt on. So yeah, I don't believe that, I mean, despite all these issues, I don't believe that shutting down social media networks like we've seen with Parler is the right solution for this type of problems. Mostly because social spaces like these are needed, are useful, and often create an environment that nurtures a positive relationship and unprecedented levels of connection and coordination. And if this pandemic has shown us anything, I think it's the importance of having this means of communication and digital expression. So we need these spaces. We just don't need to pay for them with our data. Sorry, I'm just browsing through your questions. How do we plan to attract active LinkedIn users, especially those who do not know much about dApps? That's an interesting question. And I think that's something that the entire blockchain ecosystem is actively working towards. I mean, people are getting educated more and more about how blockchains work, why dApps are really valuable, and events like these type of events, like the European Blockchain Convention, are proven to be very useful in that sense. Okay, so not sure what you mean about this. How will creators on Distrikt create on-chain revenues? But if you're talking about creators in the sense of people that generate users that generate original content on Distrikt, that's a very interesting topic that we're actually currently debating, because like I told you, we're thinking about our token economics. And we do believe that creators should be rewarded for the hard work that goes into creating that type of content. And we're taking that into consideration when creating our token economics, for sure. Yeah, so our main vision is to empower our users to connect and collaborate and share with each other while preserving total ownership and control over their data on a platform that they can govern themselves. So we want to include our users in the government of the platform and include them in the decision-making process regarding the direction in which we want to develop this ecosystem. So this is why we say that Distrikt is the embodiment of the best of both worlds. You know, that's the title of this keynote also, because we see it as a place where you get a great user experience, the type that we associate with centralized systems, with centralized platforms, and that until now we believe could only be possible in a centralized platform. And you also get the benefits of blockchain technology all wrapped into one. So let's see more of your questions. Okay. So yeah, this is maybe a short explanation of our title and why we believe that Distrikt will offer a seamless user experience and not ask users to compromise anything for that. Yeah, so maybe I should talk more about Dfinity and how the internet computer will allow platforms like Distrikt to be a part of an ecosystem in which they can thrive as truly decentralized systems directly on the internet computer and free from dependence on proprietary systems. So thing that really excites me as a builder in this space is the fact that Distrikt won't be faced with platform risk, which is especially important in the context of autonomous software, right? Okay, so when will you be able to see the product? So we've been developing in a pretty accelerated pace right now, and we're actually developing the mobile app and the mobile apps at the same time. And this is why I'm pretty confident that we can start onboarding users as soon as this summer. Not sure if July or August, but we'll announce it in due time. But you won't have to wait much longer. We've actually only started working a couple of months ago, and we've made amazing progress. So more about the team. I see somebody asked about the team. I think I already covered that, not sure what more details you'd like, but our website will be launching next week, and you're gonna see a more detailed presentation of our team then. Yes, we are actually using an existing blockchain network. It's called the Internet Computer, created by the Divinity Foundation. And it removes a huge layer of complexity that currently lies between builders and the users that we want to serve. So that was a huge value proposition for us when developing Distrikt. Will there be an airdrop for early adopters? We haven't really figured that out, but it's good to know that you want one. We don't have a website yet. We're going to be launching it next week. We've been a bit late on the website and the papers front, but that was mostly because we've been so overly focused on building the product. We thought, and I believe rightly so, that the product is a priority right now. We would like to deliver fast and explain a bit later. Yes, we do have a Telegram group, but you can find us on Twitter and you'll see all the details there. So yeah, I'm guessing this turned into a Q&A session pretty fast. I'm happy you guys have so many questions. We don't have, I see somebody asked about us having any partnerships in the works. Not right now. We'd like to launch the product, and once it's out there, gather some feedback, and then I think we will be better positioned to create some truly strategic partnerships. Oh, somebody asked if it's similar to tosteemit. It is a bit, in the sense that it's also focused on written content, so not necessarily centered on videos like TikToks or something like that. So maybe when it comes to the user experience, the fact that you can read, long form articles, you could compare it to tosteemit. So what are the working languages for the platform that we are considering so far? Of course, we are working on the MVP right now. So creating an overly complex platform doesn't really make sense if you want to deliver fast. But we have already incorporated the possibility of introducing multiple languages for district users. So if you guys have any requests, feel free to tell us, and we'll definitely take it into consideration. We're very open to working with our users and them letting us know what they want in order for us to build it. We've created this form that we've put out there and asked people what is their current experience with different social media platforms, what they would like to see from Distrikt. And the answers that we got were really insightful, and we're very grateful that they took the time to do the survey. So this is just a heads up that if you guys want to get in contact and tell us what you'd like to see on Distrikt, we're really open to that conversation. So this project has been, I see somebody asked how long has the project been in development? It's been in development since the beginning of February this year, and we're launching in the summer. This is why I'm so excited about our progress. I think we're moving pretty fast. So yeah. I see some people are offering to translate. Very happy to start the conversation regarding that. So yes, we're... Hi, Daniel, I see you're back on.
Hello, Andra. Yeah, this turned into some sort of an Ask Me Anything session, right?
A bit.
Yeah,
that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, of course. I'd rather the opposite. I really like when people, start asking questions, because that means that there's some sort of interest.